Hello everyone, Salvadoran Warrior here, and today I'm about to tell you some things that I'm afraid of. Change. I'm old, so of course I'm gonna be a little bothered by a new format that has entered Yu-Gi-Oh! And that format is Genesys. Now I wasn't planning to play Genesys until I met a friend who wanted to play Genesys. And at some point, I am now interested in playing Genesys, only to help my friend to play well when he enters Genesys, because he wants to make Light Sworns, and he told me he wants to make that work. So I figured, you know what? Since he's planning to make a deck for Genesys, I'll make a deck for Genesys just for him, so that way when he enters these big tournaments, he'll know what to do. For me though, I'm just here to have some fun. My real heart goes to Modern, despite it being cancerous. And of course, Edison, because, you know, I'm familiar with Genesys, especially of GBs. So for now, here is the Black Rose deck. I've been using this deck since Duel Links. Of course, things were different, and none of the new cards came out when I was playing Duel Links at the time. I just had to bet everything on Akiza's, deck skill. And this card was still here. Rox Rose and White Rose Dragon was in Duel Links. And of course this card too, but not everything else. So before we start the deck profile, thank you for watching this video. It's been a while. Let's go. So in Genesys, it's based on a point system, as you know. So there are some cards that has more points than others, and adding 3 of each, as you see from these 6 cards. Yeah, it was a lot, but I'm pretty sure you know that. I don't have to explain Genesys to you, right? So the Black Rose deck will consist of 2 Twilight Rose Black Knight, 3 Rox Rose Dragon, 3 White Rose Dragon, 2 White Rose Cloister, 3 Black Rose Garden, really good card, 2 Basil Rose Shoot. It's in a quick play spell which will help us extend. Red Rose Dragon, 3 of them, 3 Vengeful Witch, which is also really good, Rose Princess, Rose Girl, 1 Glow Up Bulb, which will cost us 21 points, 2 Variant, the Circular Sorcerer, 3 Coilus, the Circular Sprite, and of course Dark Ruler No More, 3 Evenlies, and 3 Infinite Impermanence, or just Imperm for short. 40 cards. And of course, we're running 2 Black Rose Dragons, 1 Black Rose Moonlight Dragon, 2 Bamble Rose Dragon, really good. Rudy Rose Dragon, also really good. Garden Rose Maiden. This is the new card. Rage Rose Witch, really good card. And we're also running some level 10s like Arms of Genix Return to Zero, Sword Soul Supreme Sovereign. This guy. We're running a Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, which is a level 8. And of course, we need a tuner and a non-synchro tuner. And it's real easy when we have some level 7s that's ready to be synchroed with Glow Up Bulb. Circular of the Fairies, an interesting card. Queen of Thorns, a slightly toxic card if we can get it out. Empress of Blossoms, another good card just to bring back some plant synchro cards. And finally, Bistro Disc Platter. I haven't brought it out in my testing, but if we do bring it out, then yeah, we're gonna see some fun. Also a level 10. We also got our side decks, but these are just experiments. I haven't really tested this out yet, but who knows? Maybe it might happen. But I guess you're wondering, man, how do you make this work? I'll show you. with some test hands. Alright, so this is one of the combos we can go for. This is a 1-card combo, but in reality we need 2 cards to make this work. But basically you want to summon, well, you want to play Black Rose Garden, which will allow us to get a Rose Dragon from the deck or graveyard to our hand. And we are going to get a White Rose Dragon. So we will normal summon Red Rose Dragon, and we will special summon White Rose Dragon since we have a Dragon Tuner on the field. If we had a Plant Tuner, we can do the same thing. And we can also special summon Vengeful Witch since we have a Black Rose Dragon on the field. This card is considered a Rose Dragon. So we will special summon this immediately. And we will synchro for this. And once that's synchroed, and we special summon this card, we will trigger the effect of 2 cards, Vengeful Witch and Red Rose Dragon. So we will do this as a Chain Link 1, and we will go Vengeful Witch as a Chain Link 2. We will discard Glow Bolt to special summon Twilight Rose Black Knight, and once it's special summoned, Chain Link 1 will resolve with Rock Rose Dragon. Special summon Rock Rose Dragon. And once it's special summoned, we will trigger an effect of Twilight Rose Knight, and we will trigger the effect of Rox Rose Dragon. Rox Rose will give us the extender, our crit play spell, and we will special summon Vengeful Witch. Vengeful Witch is now special summoned with its effects negated, and we will activate Twilight Rose Black Knight to activate the effect to lower a monster level by 1. We can also increase it by 1, but right now we want it to be a level 3, so we can go into Rage Rose. So we'll link that and that, and here we are. She is now special summoned, and now that she's special summoned, we are going to send Garden Rose Maiden, and since we already have Glow Up Bulb in the graveyard, we'll send Rose Girl to the graveyard. And we will activate Rose Girl's effect by adding it to our hand. And then we will synchro for Bramble with this effect and this effect. And once that's done, we're going to send a plant card to the graveyard. And we will send this guy. I will talk about that guy later, but for now, we'll just end it as is. And we will activate, we will activate Glow Bolt's effect. Special summon Glow Bolt. And then we will synchro for Crystal Wing Dragon. And by the time that's on the field, we will not activate that effect. And we will activate Empress's effect. We'll bring back that card. And if we want, we can special summon this guy. We'll get, and we can special summon a single card or a Rose Dragon. We'll pick this, and we can synchro the level 7 for 10. And that will give us, now you know this guy. It will be this guy. Let's synchro for, why is it on? Oh, it doesn't matter. Let's just synchro for, let's go this guy. We won't do that. And we will end turn. And of course, this is just an example. If someone try to normal summon anything, and if they try to go for back row, you can activate the quick effect of Rumble. And as soon as that happens, you bring back Black Rose Dragon, and when Black Rose Dragon is synchro summoned, you can activate the effect to pop, and you will inflict 24 since Black Rose Garden got destroyed, and if it was blown up by our Black Rose Dragon, it will get inflicted with 24 life point damage with 700 life points because we have a lot of plant cards in our graveyard. And the reason why this card and this card lived is because they were plant cards and they were all protected by Rage Rose Witch. One card withdrawn. Effect. Alright, and of course, they're at 49, and we could immediately go for game. There's no way they're going to live. Let me show you another example. Okay, this is really good. We drew not only White Rose Cloister, but we also got Black Rose Garden. And since we had Rose Princess, we don't have to worry about pitching it to get this field spell. What's great about this field spell is that we can activate the effect to special summon a plant card. We're going to choose Rose Witch, and we're going to activate Rose Garden. That'll allow us to get this card. And we will normal summon Red Rose Dragon, special summon Vengeful Witch, and since that's on the field, we will synchro form. Let's go with this card. That's good. We will special summon her, and the trigger effects will kick in. Chain Link 1 for Red Rose Dragon, and Chain Link 2 for Vengeful Witch. Pitch. We will special summon Twilight. Twilight Rose Knight will come out. And Red Rose Dragon will be special summoned. Trigger the effect. Yes. We'll trigger that card. And we will trigger a Chain Link 2 with Twilight Rose Knight. Special summon Vengeful Witch, and we will add this card. Right. So now, before we do anything, we have to lower the monster effect, and we will bring out Rage Rose, special summon, pitch Rose Maiden. And then we'll synchro for another level 6, which will be Queen of Thorns. As I said, this card is kind of toxic. And we'll do this. Bring out this again. This too, so we can bring out Rumble. It's fine. Special summon Rage Rose, and if we really want, we can get rid of the Synchro 7 because it did its job. This card, or we could bring out this card actually. Let's do that. And once this is special summoned, we can end the turn because what are they gonna do? Normal summon and take 1,000? Just watch. So they summon, they took 1,000, they set, and before they end their turn, we activate the effect of Rumble, bring out Black Rose, special summon Black Rose, use the effect of Pop. Everyone is still alive, and we still got a pretty scary board. So that is the Black Rose deck. I didn't see a lot of people using combos here and there. I just showed you the main ones. Don't be like me and think it's Duel Links, because you don't want to normal summon Right Rose. The only reason why I thought you summon Right Rose, because in Akiza's thingamajig, you can just send a Rose Dragon to the graveyard, and then you normal summon Right Rose, and you immediately go into that synchro. But things are done differently here. This is a 2-card combo, because you need to have either this or this to get some things going. But even so, there are some hidden techs with Coilus and Fairland. Basically, if you normal summon this card and you discard any of the cards in your hand to the graveyard, even if it's Rose Girl, because you can just recycle her back, you get this card instead. You special summon this card if you have a plant card in the graveyard, which will be Rose Girl. Make sure you get this effect going first before you retrieve Rose Girl. And when that happens, if you're planning to use it as a synchro material, this card can now be treated as a non-tuner. It took me a while to figure that out, but ever since I started playing around with it in this little simulator, it all made sense. Hell, if you draw this card, you just normal summon it, and you can switch from it being a tuner or a non-tuner. So the sky's the limit in making a synchro, and no matter what happens, I don't care what scenario you're in, you must summon this card first before you start popping off of all the other synchro cards that's in your extra deck. Rage Rose is too good to be messed with, and the cards that need to be dumped to the graveyard always needs to be Rose Maiden and Glow Up Bolt. If Glow Up Bolt is already in the graveyard, ditch Rose Girl. And if Rose Girl is already in the graveyard, you can use this and have it special summon, but you know, if you haven't used this effect yet, I guess you can do it. Discard a card and you bring out this. But the tough part about Black Rose is that you're gonna be in a really tight spot, and that tight spot will be you'll have 1 or 2 cards in your hand, mostly 1, but most commonly none. But you'll have this big, board on your field, and if anything were to happen, you blow up, and thanks to Rage Rose Witch, if Black Rose Garden is on the field, most of the plant cards will be protected. If you don't have that continuous spell card, you're not going to see Black Rose Dragon on the field. You're just going to see your remaining plant cards that's considered a legitimate plant, like this card, maybe this one, and maybe this one. Circle of Fairies is only here so that way you can have an extra normal summon, just in case you need to have an extra normal summon. And of course, the plant cards are in here. We'll get that extra normal summon. And if you look carefully, it also says Insect 2 is where this card comes in. Sadly, it's an insect card, but it's the best card in the deck so far. You can even normal summon this guy, and I didn't really demonstrate this, but if you're going turn 2 or you're going second, this guy is really good to close games, especially since it gives every plant monster 1,000 attack. And guess what? Since you'll have Rose Garden on the field, yes, it will turn all your monsters into plants. Same thing with your opponent, but don't think Queen of Thorns will be useless, because as you saw, even with Rose Garden on the field, when they decide to normal or special summon a monster from their hand, they'll take the 1,000 anyway, and they'll keep taking it if they keep going. So yeah, think of it as Zombie World, only this time I wouldn't say better, because it only does it for the field. I don't think it does it for the graveyard. Yeah, it only does it for the field. So graveyard is safe, but if you go plant and they can't special summon their cards because you need a warrior on the field to do so, it won't happen. So it's an interesting floodgate, a really good floodgate, but not a toxic one. But it does feel kind of toxic. So in my closing statement, this deck is good. Just be wary on how you play this. You can get ashed. Combos would be stopped. But Ash costs a lot of points, so maybe you won't see it as much. But I don't know. I don't know anything about Genesys' meta right now. What I do know is that if you want to blow up stuff, if you just want to nuke the field, this is the perfect deck for it. And with the new support, it just feels good. Just, I don't know, let me know what's a good side deck for Black Rose, since if you're going second and you're going Dark Ruler No More to evenly, and in main phase 2, get the setup so when your opponent tries to come back and you blow it with Bromble, you tell me if they're going to make it out alive. But let me know what's a good side deck. I just put a whole bunch of cards in there to see if it'll work out, and they didn't really cost any points. And yeah, Genesys, what a format.